Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sports with Monga. And we are back with another Formula One driver market update. And it is getting hotter. It seems like the transfer market window in football that's been just almost around the corner. The summer transfer market on the drivers is just getting hotter up. It is cold. It's cool, guys. And it's going to be interesting to see how this kind of goes. Sports on another video. Thank you for the support. 102 subscribers, moving towards 1 million, guys. That's what the goal is. Loads of content coming from the Formula One. 9 races to go. McLaren are the team to beat. They are the standard now. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for all your support, guys. I really appreciate it. And I hope you will help Sports with Monga to get to 1 million subscribers. That's the goal. So if you're new to the channel and if you're watching me for the first time, Sports with Monga is your channel where I'm bringing you Formula One content of each race weekend with stories before, like a race reaction, qualifying reaction, along with predictions for the biggest flop surprise, the biggest good surprise, and the podium positions. The predictions there, videos coming through. And then we have the driver market as well updates. Still some lingering pieces there. So it's still an exciting battle to kind of talk about what will happen in 2024 and what will be the driver lineup in 2025. If you're interested in all of that and with some of Premier League sports, Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga content from all around the world to talk about tennis, the US Open is happening right now. We had the Premier League matches, the Champions League playoffs have happened, the Carabao Cup games are happening. So loads of content coming through your way through this channel, coming absolutely at your doorstep. So all you can do is sit back, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be updated for new videos, and enjoy. Formula One driver market update, and it has dropped like a bomb. Not a bomb. We came back from Zandvoort. We came back from summer, and Zandvoort was upon us. And before the weekend started, we had known that Jack Doohan was promoted to Formula One for 2025 as Alpine confirmed he will partner Pierre Gasly. Yes, and Pierre Gasly will have the rookie Alpine driver, the test driver. He's the reserve driver right now. Jack Doohan, son of former 500cc motorcycle world champion Mick Doohan, got to F2. He was third. He was placed third in the last year's F2 championship with 3 race wins, and then the classifications and so on in F3 as well. Runner-up in the F3 as well in 2021. So he has moved up the rank. He's not won it, but he has shown enough pedigree to kind of be the guy. He will partner Pierre Gasly, because of course Esteban Ocon is on his way to Haas. So Haas have announced Esteban Ocon and Oliver Bearman as the driver lineup for them in 2025. It was Alpine's seat that was empty. Nobody seems to be kind of getting in there because it was a revolving door of team principles and the shakeup of also what will happen with Alpine. Will they become the works team or something else? But one man who has the job confirmed, and that's Jack Doohan. Jack Doohan is on his way to become a Formula One driver in 2025. So that's the big breaking. But the bigger breaking news, guys, and I will get back to the Jack Doohan story, but the bigger breaking news is F2 racer Colapinto is on his way to, Franco Colapinto is on his way to replace Logan Sargeant. Yes, Logan Sargeant has been fired from his race seat with 9 races remaining by Williams race boss James Vowles. He's basically said, it is enough. I can't tolerate this shit. And the last piece of the puzzle was his crash in FP3 for Williams. Like he just dipped the car on the grass and it was completely gone. The car was wrecked, qualifying completely impeded by that. And there was a last straw and it is over. The American driver, Logan Sargeant, is on his way back to America. I think he will be now joining NASCAR. But the big breaking news, Logan Sargeant has been fired. Williams fans, get in the comments and let me know. F2 racer, Franco Colapinto, he's a unknown, he's unknown as well. Like, why didn't Sebastian Vettel get a call? Like, you just tell Sebastian Vettel you're going to drive some famous Williams car with the biofuel. You don't even need money. Sebastian Vettel will just kind of come for the bees. You just tell them you can save bees. Come on, guys. Williams, James Vowell, just pick up a call. Give a call to Mr. Sebastian Vettel. But no, Colapinto has been decided and discussed. Lots to get into, guys. Get in the comments here. Let me know, what do you think about this move happening right now with Colapinto coming in for Mr. Logan Sargeant. Yes, other news still, important opening puzzle pieces still left. Mercedes driver, who's going to be the second one? Is it decided? Is it Kimi Antonelli with the Formula One race weekend heading to Monza with the Italian driving the FP1 session in the Russell car? Are we around the corner for the news where it breaks, which says Kimi Antonelli is on his way to the Mercedes here next to George Russell. Yeah, loads to kind of get into, guys. Still don't know about the RB guys, what's going to happen with Daniel Ricciardo, with Yuki Tsunoda, with Liam Lawson, with Valtteri Bottas, with Zhou Yu. Still open questions. Kevin Magnussen definitely doesn't have a seat. I think he's done. He is back on his way to Denmark to relax and chill a bit in the Nordic countries. He's done his enough. He's done his work, and that's what is important, guys. But this is the big one. Logan Sargeant is done. Williams have announced that the Academy driver, F2 racer, Franco Colapinto, will contest the remainder of the season with the squad, replacing Logan Sargeant as Alex Albon's teammate from the Italian Grand Prix. Colapinto joined the Williams Racing Driver Academy in 2023, made his FP1 debut in Formula One at this year's British Grand Prix, giving him the initial taste of FW46, a race winner in an array of categories on the junior single-seater. The 21-year-old has been contesting his season in the F2 Feeder Championship, holding 6th in the 2024 standings with a race win and 2 second-place positions to finish in his name. He will become the first Argentinian driver. I want the Argentinians to come on. In 25 years, 23 years, you are going to get back a Formula One driver. And in Brazil, are the Mexicans going to get trounced by the Argentinian fans? It's going to be interesting to watch what it does to the South American audience when we head down in Brazil and in Viva Mexico. And he will become the first Argentine driver in F1 for 23 years after Gaston Mazzacane's last appearance in Prost. For Prost back in 2001, only the second Argentine to drive for Williams, following his countryman, Carlos Reutemann. In this press release, Williams took the opportunity to thank Logan Sargeant for his hard work and contribution over the 2 past seasons, and adding he will remain in the Williams family and we will support him to continue his racing career. Important news, guys. It comes from a particularly challenging run for the American, who crashed his updated Williams at the last weekend's Dutch Grand Prix a few weeks on from confirmation that he will be replaced by Carlos Sainz next year. 2 points that I want to make, guys. 2 points, and get in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this move. Franco Colapinto, the Argentinians. Get in the comments below, guys. Let me know what you think. Argentinian driver, are you going to support Williams as the best team in the world now? Or are you going to say, okay, Williams, what are you doing with our fucking drivers? And why are you toying with the career of Franco Colapinto? Why? Tell me. Vamos. Vámonos. Why? Because Carlos Sainz is on his way. 2025, Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon is the driver lineup. There is no space for Colapinto. But Colapinto, what does he do? Does he go back to F2? Does he become a reserve driver? Well, what's the future of Colapinto then, guys? Williams, don't ruin careers here. Make a strategic decision. But what happens when Colapinto crashes into the wall? Like, what happens then? At that time, like, what are you thinking? If you needed safe hands, put Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel is your guy. Come on, guys, do better, James Flowers. I don't think this is going to work. I think my main, I have to give benefit of the doubt. First of all, of course, the fact that you have gone in your lineup and actually given the promotion to somebody. Hats off to that. You don't really need to do that. You need to kind of think of, how do I get most of my investment? And you basically, you should have done what everybody would have thought of. Like, you should have, there were names like Mick Schumacher. I don't want to put Mick Schumacher in that car. Mick Schumacher fucking drove Haas into the fucking wall. He was not even there. Like, he's the worst pick of all in my mind. Come on, guys. He's the worst pick of all. Do better. Think, guys. Think. He's the worst pick of the all. Mick Schumacher was the fucking worst pick. Thank God you didn't do that. I'm happy for you. I'm glad for you. But Liam Lawson is there. Loan him from Red Bull like you loaned or you got him from Red Bull. Your Alex Albon. Alex Albon is from a Red Bull driver academy, guys. The minute his straight opens, he's on his way back to Red Bull if he wants to go back. Why wouldn't he do that? Why would you not want to try Liam Lawson? Of course, if you don't want to give them an advantage and kind of see, because a lot of politics can be played around. Like, if you get a Mercedes engine, a Mercedes car, you get to understand, like, you get to understand more about that car. You understand more about the engine. 2025 is around, 2026 around the corner. Loads to kind of get into, guys. So I'm happy, but I'm not happy with putting Franco Colapinto. I think Sebastian Vettel would have been the better guy. Then we have people sitting outside. Romain Grosjean, you could have brought him back. He's an IndyCar. He's a survivor. He's a unicorn. He's a phoenix of Formula One. There are other drivers as well, guys, like, who don't have a seat, who don't have a race seat, and who had a race seat. The latest one, of course, is Sebastian Vettel, the multiple Formula One champion, basically, right? Come on, do better. But it's going to be interesting to watch Franco Colapinto in Monza and to understand what really happened. Was Mick Schumacher even a possibility, or was it never? And that is interesting. More questions on Jack Doohan, of course. It was all because of Williams deciding and finally calling the shots. Carlos Sainz deciding and making the call on Williams, hence basically making the move and making it clear that Alpine need a second driver, and that could be Jack Doohan. Jack Doohan got lucky because, and it was interesting that he knew the fact that it was not going to be like simple. Alpine have announced a current reserve driver. Jack Doohan will would complete their lineup for the 2025 season, replacing Esteban Ocon's Pierre Gasly's teammate. Australian racer Jack Doohan, 21, has been part of Alpine's dedicated academy since 2022, moving over to the operation after parting ways with Red Bull Junior setup. Again, another Red Bull Junior driver, but Alpine got him in 2022. Son of former 500cc motorcycle winner, world champion Mick Doohan, he placed, and an Australian. We have 3 Australians possibly in the grid, guys. Next year, 3. Can you imagine? We have 3 Australians: Daniel Ricciardo, Jack Doohan, and one and only Oscar Piastri. Jack Doohan, and of course Valtteri Bottas. He's the honorable Australian, I would say. Doohan has been linked to potential Alpine promotion throughout 2024, with those rumors stepping up. The news of Ocon leaving for Haas, and as the paddock reconvened at Zandvoort to kick off the second half of the season, Alpine duly announced that their test and reserve driver who will get the nod. Doohan has racked up plenty of mileage in F1 machinery with Alpine over the last couple of years to prepare for their opening, competing in a host of private event tests and FP1, 6 FP1 sessions to date in Mexico, Abu Dhabi 2022 and 23, and Canada and Britain earlier this year. It's great to see this guy kind of finally getting the move on. And it was interesting in Albert Park that Jack Doohan demoed the vintage Benetton F1 along with his father on the motorcycle. So happy moment, but it's interesting that Jack Doohan understood that it was the cog. Carlos Sainz was the cog in the wheel for this movement, because they were still hoping, Alpine was still hoping that Carlos Sainz will sign for them. But guys, it was never a case. The open doors, the crazy doors that are happening in the revolving doors in Alpine. Who would have thought? Oliver Vaux is now finally the new team principal. Fabio Briatore is making the calls and shots there. Interesting to see what happens, and interesting to see how this would go. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this. Is it a possibility that Franco Colapinto in Monza will be better? Some of the talking points ahead of the Monza Grand Prix. Of course, Ferrari is bringing new updates. Still some question marks about Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu future. Liam Lawson. Helmut Marko has said he will drive for a Red Bull car in 2025. Who will sacrifice? Sergio Perez is confirmed in 2024. If Red Bull lose the Constructors' Championship because of the lack of performance of Mr. Checo Perez, I think he will lose his seat by the end of the year, with Daniel Ricciardo getting the nod up and Liam Lawson then getting the seat of him, getting the second seat in with Yuki Tsunoda. Will be interesting to watch what happens and the revolving doors here. Ferrari gets some updates in Monza, and it's going to be Kimi Antonelli's FP1 debut on Friday. All eyes will be on him to see what happens to get him accustomed to the car. In Prema, he's not been doing well in the F2 Prema Championship. The cars have been struggling, but the bigger one, is it over for Red Bull? At Monza, McLaren will be the second best, or will McLaren beat Red Bull? Too many things to go, and of course, we have loads of content coming in your way. The comment section, guys, let me know what you think. Jack Doohan is the Alpine's second driver in 2025. Logan Sargeant fired. He is gone. Logan Sargeant is gone. Come on, American drivers. What can you do? Las Vegas, you don't have an American driver anymore. Oh my God, but this is a purely technical decision, guys. The crash was in FP3 was the end. It was over and he knew it already. To be frank, if he didn't see this coming, something is up with him. This is gone. Let me know in the comments what do you think. Hit the subscribe button. Argentinian on the racetrack, back after 23 years. What a moment. What a moment. Franco Colapinto, the F2 driver, gets the nod. Starts in Monza. That's the first debutant that we have seen in the 2024 season. Get in the comments below. Let me know what do you think about all these updates. Hit the subscribe button. Hope you've liked the video. Hit the bell icon, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.